Hello there, fellow NPCs. I am Carbon Scythe, and today we're going to finish off Chasing Sunsets. We've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and now we're here. Now, we just finished chapter 9. I am, by the way, very exhausted because I literally just got home from a 5-day camping trip playing board games and stuff like that. So I am honestly very sweaty right now. And I just got home, gonna start playing this now, and I will be in the chat with you all when this premieres. So yeah, let's just say hi, you know. But now, let's get into it. Ain't that one for the books? Now, let's see how this all goes. We've seen this, you saw it in the last episode. Chapter 10, Chasing Sunsets. Campbell Residence, Boston, Massachusetts. For the first time in 12 years, a for rent sign adorns the Campbell home yard. A sense of nostalgia pervades as your sister helps you pack up your room. The end of an era. It's weird. Living here brings back way too many memories, but I can't bear to sell it outright. Then I guess we're lucky Bianca needed a place. We'll be renting to someone we trust. Yeah, so they're gonna move in together, I guess. Yeah, but it's one hell of a downgrade from her little palace on the island. Psh, that was all Gary. Bianca's never been about appearances. Besides, we'll need a place with a video conference studio for your transfer to Johns Hopkins. You're not wrong. Suddenly, you hear a sharp gasp from your sister. Something wrong? There can't be any surprises left in my journals. Jay stares at the object in her hand in shock. Really? We bought her a ring? I mean, I've seen the renders. Yeah. Yeah, I have thoughts, but it doesn't mean anything. Jay stares at the object in her hands in shock, her lip trembling like you remember from childhood. I never got a chance to tell you about that. Dad gave it to me just before they, Okay, so we didn't buy a ring, but we might as well use it. Clearly emotional, Jay clutches the tiny box and walks robotically from your room. Rookie mistake. Should have told her the whole story back on Toonaloo. I'll give her a few minutes. Or this is gonna be a goat rodeo. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what a rodeo is, but still. Some personal space later. You find Jay sprawled on her bed, lost in thought and turning the ring in her fingers. Jay? I really never thought I'd see this again, Kurt. What do you mean? You never came back from England after the crash, and I may have unfairly gone off on the inspector. I'm sorry, Jay. I had no idea you were even looking for it. Finally, glancing away from it, she fixes you with an inquisitive gaze. There's no way you could have. It was just a special thing between Dad and me. Gotta love symbolism, tying all the emotional energy and memory to little bits of rock. You sit down on the edge of the bed and sigh. Jay, remember when I told you I saw them just before the accident? Yeah, but it never even crossed my mind that Dad might have given this to you. Yeah, well, if I'm being honest, that's not all they left me with. That sounds ominous. Yeah, it does. He may have also shared the origin story of that bit of rock as well. Jay's eyes widen and her cheeks flush brightly. He better not have! Okay, so it's a touchy subject for her. It's embarrassing. I swear on their blessed memories and Bianca's coconut-scented ass that it did. Mortified, Jay flips over and buries her face in her pillow. Ah! Oh, come on, it was god tier cute. Almost zero cringe. I don't remember that story. Did they actually tell it, or are we gonna reminisce about it now? So, do you want to hear this or not? Look at me, sis. Let's go chill in the hammock, and I'll tell you everything about the last time I saw Mom and Dad. Okay, we're gonna reminisce about it. Several minutes later. After several minutes of explanation, it seems like Jay is getting the broad strokes. Then he gave me the box and tells me someday I'll know what to do with it. So they both knew what was up the whole time. I mean, are you really surprised? They were around us a lot of those first few times. They were around us a lot of those first few years. Yeah, but I don't know. I guess I just wonder how much pain they could have saved us. By doing what? Sitting us down and telling us no? Or encouraging us to explore it? No. The smart play was to let us work it out on our own. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. I mean, it just adds a lot of drama. Essentially, it's been what? No, 5. 15. Before it was just 5 years that he moved out. What, 15 years of tense energy, you know? Not sure if it was the right choice to just let them work it out. Alright, I feel like we got a much better chance now than we would have done. I know we do. I wonder what Dad meant when he said you know what to do with the ring someday. Oh, don't play dumb, sis. No, I want to know exactly what he said about how that ring came home with. No, I want to know exactly what he said about how that ring came home with him, Kurt. He has told me how much help you were when he was picking up Mom's wedding band. Oh, okay, okay, something like that. Jane's eyes narrow suspiciously. And that you insisted on looking at every ring in the store, making it very hard for him to choose. And that someday maybe I'll put the ring on your finger when I asked you to be my wife. Yeah. Okay, so I don't remember them saying that. Did it say that actually? Jay's reactions is instant and visceral. The hammock swings violently, dumping both of you on the patio. My spleen! That's gonna leave a mark! I feel like that's a reference to something. Jay doesn't even seem to hear you as she scans the ground frantically. Oh shit, I dropped it! Where'd it go? What? The ring! There's something shiny on the ground behind you. Jay quickly spins and begins searching the ground behind her. I don't see anything! We're not leaving this house until we find it, Kurt. Jay. Well, are you going to help me find it, or are you just gonna lay there? Jay! Yeah. Jay spins back to you. Jay spins back to look at you as you slip the ring on her finger. That was right. When the time came, I knew exactly what to do with it. Jay stares at the ring on her finger in absolute shock. What's happening right now? It's you, Jay. It's always been you. You're the only one my life could be complete with. Wait, you're proposing for real? To me? Yeah. Literally with a ring I chose almost 20 years, childlessly imagining this exact moment. Looks like. Jay tackles you and begins smothering you with kisses. Yes! Oh my god, yes! Ugh, my spleen again! Later that afternoon. Yeah, this feels like it's very rushed, but at the same time I'm also very hot and bothered, because as I said, I haven't even taken a shower yet. My god, I forgot how brutal the winters are here. Today's like the third warmest day in June on record by B? Oh. You sure as hell ain't affirming my life choices right now. Don't worry. The forced air heating in this place kicks out ridiculous temps. You shoot Jay a snarky glance. Can't confirm. Oh no, you said something. And don't be a dick, Kurt. I get cold feeties. Now we're speaking the same language, sweetie. Anyway, stay as long as you need while you shop for your own place. Thank you for that. And the job offer, Kurt. I can't wait to get started. Now wait just a goddamn minute. Bianca stares pointedly at Jay's hand. Is that an engagement ring I see? Jay turns beet red and stammers incoherently. Oh my god, I had no idea you were even dating, sweetheart. Who's the guy? That guy? My brother? Sweet home Alabama. Well, it's just... Yay, you wanna grab the extra key for Aunt Bianca? Aunt Bianca? I left it on the kitchen table. Yes! So much yes! Jay pivots and rushes awkwardly into the house. Why are you two suddenly acting guiltier than a pair of Girl Scouts selling cookies on a fat farm? Bye. Can we just talk about this later? Hell no! We can't talk about this later. What's gotten into you two? Suddenly, it's Bianca's turn to get flustered. I'll be Steve Irwin stab a stingray. I should have seen it coming. Damn, her eyes are massive. So it finally happened. Jay returns with the keys sheepishly, clearly anticipating Bianca's judgment. What, you think I didn't see all the grab-assing you two got up to when you were little? Really now? Grab-assing? Okay. Some of those games were clearly not make-believe. Wait, what? I got radiation burns from the stink eye you gave me when I said you two had to stop sharing a room. That was some bullshit, though. Oh boy, when I found Sarah in heaven, it'll be there with the world's biggest I told you so on deck. Yeah, but she already knew how we felt. Of course she knew how you felt. She was your mama. But she also figured out you'd just keep running from it. Another point on the board for Bianca. Another point on the board for Bianca. I'm confused, so you're not... Before she can finish, Bianca pulls Jay into a big hug. I couldn't be happier for you, darling. You've always been such a sweetheart. Releasing a visibly relieved Jay, she shoots you a pointed look. Oh, I don't remember. Did we do something bad with her while massaging? I don't think so. Maybe we did. Ooh. Though this little shocker does throw a monkey's... What? Though this little shocker does throw a monkey wrench in one of my little side quests, don't it now? Oh. Yeah, no, I'm off the table now. I'm not up for grabs. Yeah. I might have a thirsty butt or two with a cougar fetish that could help you complete that one. Kurt and Jay's new home, Boston, Massachusetts, 2 days later. That will be the thumbnail, I believe. You take time for some well-deserved relaxation after finally unpacking at your new place. Feels so good to be unpacked. I'll worry about the kitchen tomorrow. She says as I slowly starve to death. Mallory gives you a sideways glance, her eyes twinkling playfully. Looks like you put on a few pounds to my discerning eye. It does, doesn't it? Wow, shots fired. Aw, it just means you're happy, bro. Happy to put pizza in his mouth, maybe. What the fuck, you two? They're all having a good time. I'm glad you came by tonight. I know it's a pain getting here from downtown. Mallory pauses thoughtfully as Jay unintentionally strikes a nerve. Well, I think I'll be relocating soon anyway. With quitting your job and all, I think you'd want to get away from downtown anyway. Yeah, I'll figure something out. While her tone is light, you can see by her expression that she is worried. As Jay places her hand on your leg, Mallory suddenly notices the engagement ring. Oh my god, did Kurt pop the question? Yeah, a couple of days ago. And I'm just hearing about it now. It's complicated. I honestly wasn't sure how you'd react, given how close you two are. Jay, that's ridiculous. I'd never have let that get away. Blah. I'd never have let that get in the way of you being happy for you. Now, see, I'm not going to delete these parts. I'm just going because I want this to get out as soon as possible. So you're also that means you're gonna see how much I actually do cut out of these videos. Mallory seems legitimately offended at being left out, so you decide to head it off. On that note, Mal, you and I have been talking. Oh? Remember back at the lake when I said I wish things could be different? Wait, I've heard of this. No, give me the points, damn it! Huh? Mallory's eye widens slightly and dart nervously to Jay. Sure. Well, I meant it then, and I still do. Oh, damn. Did I actually end up with a poly relationship anyway? I did mention in a comment that I would be more happy if I did end up on that. But yeah, let's see where this takes us. Mallory's nervousness turns into an open discomfort as she tries to tap dance around what's safe to say. I know, Kurt. It's sweet of you to say, but everything's going to be fine. He is really bad at this. I don't even know what this is right now. What Kurt is trying to tell you is that we want you to stay with us. And we won't take no for an answer. Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'd hate to impose. We were already planning to ask you even before you told us you needed to move. I don't understand. Why? Because we love you. There's a moment of stunned shock on Mallory's face as she processes what you just said. Give me the points, damn it! No, this is the epilogue. There's not going to be any points here, damn it. Wish my phone wasn't in the bedroom so I could snap a pic of the look on your face right now. She's making up a reason to say no because she thinks it would be too painful to be around us. Totally. Can we not do this right now? Yeah, that's the thing with her. She is very brazen, very blunt with her words, but she's easily embarrassed as well. When it becomes personal, when it becomes real. You and Jay look at her with bemusement. Well, I do need to move, but I'd feel like a third wheel around here. We'll make sure that you don't. We'll make sure that you don't. Won't we, Kurt? Yeah, we both consider you part of our family. I mean, really part of it, like it's not complete without you. That's super sweet. And I really am in a bit of a bind. This isn't about doing you a favor. It's about building a home you can feel a part of. For as long as you want to be a part of it. My phrasing here is off. Visibly moved, Mallory sits back and stares blankly at the television, speechless. Sensing an opening for Jay, you stand and move to leave. I'm going to run for some takeout. Pho sound good? Sounds perfect. And bring home a bottle of wine. Mm-hmm. Make that 2 bottles. I got you, fam. Yeah, it's a big happy family, now isn't it? First Circuit District Court, Boston, Massachusetts. The antechamber offers welcome quiet after the chaos of the courthouse lobby. And so it begins. Yeah, this really isn't my scene. How long do you think this will take? Civil cases take on a life on their own. Could just take a day or two, or it could drag on for months. Ugh. Cheer up, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Best hope it's not a freight train coming your way. You glance over as two men in suits you don't recognize approach. Where's Sebastian this morning? I've never known him to miss opening arguments. Mendes, Tango and Cash will no longer be representing Pricer on this case. Then you two are no longer with the firm? The two lawyers exchange a knowing look. See you in the courtroom. You watch the men depart, but George looks thoughtful. Now, that's very interesting. I saw those two assholes at the airport in Tunalu. What's changed, George? I'll put out some feelers, but either Pricer fired Sebastian, or he quit Pricer. Why would he do that? Why indeed. It certainly bears checking into. I hate this. I really hope we don't be called to testify. You won't be, unless something big changes. You're not on the witness list. Thank God, I think I'd pee myself. Ha, then maybe we have some relevant testimony after all. Jay shoots you a withering stare. Hilarious. Okay, it's time. Let's get settled in. Alright, the First Circuit District Court is in session. The Honorable John J. McKay is presiding. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated. Case number CV-39755. Pricer Pharmaceuticals International versus Polygene Biotech, Your Honor. Attorneys Jamie Cox and Robert Blanche for the plaintiffs and G. Withwent for the respondents. The judge shakes his paperwork and frowns. The court knows that this case was originally scheduled on the beer last month. Correct, Your Honor. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Jay fidgeting, and you give her a reassuring smile. Jay smiles quickly in return, and their fidgeting stops. I hate everything about this, but Mom and Dad's legacy is at stake. Not to mention the livelihoods of all our people back at the office. I need to stay focused. Eventually, you're stirred from your thoughts by movement in the courtroom. Counsel for Pricer may begin the opening arguments. Thank you, Your Honor. The attorney stands and regards the jury solemnly before beginning his craft. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, entrepreneurship and innovation are the bedrock of our economy. They are the engine that drives our job growth, opportunity and product improvement. This only works, however, if everyone on the table plays by the same rules. The record will demonstrate that Polygene Biotech broke these rules to cut in line. You feel Jay tense up again, but you practice breathing exercise David taught you. Breathing exercise. Words only have power if I give it to them. The attorney's words recede into the distance as you focus on each lungful of air. Slowly, anger leaves your body, and you sense Jay's breathing slowly as well. 2 hours later. Feeling Jay's hand on yours, you open your eyes and see George has taken center stage. We all know the story of David and Goliath, but what makes it resonate with us? Sure, we like to see an underdog prevail, but I like to think there's more to it than that. Now the initial exposition is out of the way, you take a moment to read the courtroom. They don't really care about what George has to say, huh? Not at all. The judge is focused on George, but Pricer's attorney appear to be more interested in their phones. I've all been there, at the mercy of someone with more money, power, or friends in higher places. The facts will demonstrate conclusively that this is precisely the scenario before us. A corporate bully accustomed to absorbing its competition or litigating them into collapse. You will see how an international conglomerate with limitless resources punished a rival. You will come to understand how money buys influence in the pharmaceutical industry. You'll learn what the motivation the plaintiff had to bring this lawsuit, and just how the plaintiff was willing to go in, and just how far the plaintiff was willing to go in order to guarantee the outcome. Trial day 2. Yeah, we are speeding through this. The second day of the trial started off just as tedious as the first. My brother in Christ, Johnny Depp, I have a whole new respect for you, sir. Yeah, the Amber and yeah, that thing was a whole mess. The prisoner attorney spent much of the morning referring to case law and precedents. Glancing over at Jane, you see her following the proceedings raptly. Sensing she's being watched, she glances at you and smiles. Sophie's up to bat first. You smile unenthusiastically as you hear Sophie's being sworn in. Miss Allard. That is me. Good morning, sir. Taken back and slightly by the bright greeting, the attorney plows ahead. Good morning. Could you kindly describe your role at Polygene for the jury? I began as a laboratory department head, and in the time I was promoted to chief research scientist. So, would it be accurate to say you were instrumental in the development of Ovuline? Sophie lowers her voice conspiratorially. Why is it a conspiracy voice? If I were to say yes, addressing me as a miss would almost seem as an intentional mockery of my title, no? God, Sophie's playful French accent is so damn sexy. Oh, okay. Must not think cursed thoughts. No, you already have one, maybe two, girls. So, play it cool. Keep it down. Keep it on a leash. Your Honor. Doctor, as entertaining as it is, please refrain from treating counsel like a squeaky toy in my courtroom. But of course, Your Honor. A muffled chuckle from the jury isn't lost on you or Pricer's attorneys. After several hours of deposition with a few points scored, the judge signals an impending lunch at recess. Last question, Dr. Allard. Having weathered the day without any surprises, Sophie smiled back expectantly. In earlier testimony, you stated that you were instrumental in Polygene's fertility program. That is correct. The other Pricer attorney wheels in a display as his partner continues questioning. Oy, that's a lot of chemicals. Here's the chemical composition of Pregnan's active ingredient. Notice any similarities? Sophie's faint smile disappears as she looks at the diagrams before her. No, this cannot be. Can you expand upon that for the court, Dr. Allard? What stands out to you? His voice oozes sarcasm as he drives the blade home. Frozen in shock for several seconds, Sophie's demeanor hardens. What rank fuck trickery is this? This is the Ovuline formula, not Pregnia. Objection, Your Honor. This was not shared during discovery. Noting the oversight, we had this material couriered to opposing counsel this morning, Your Honor. Wait, okay, that's a foul tactic. As the evidence speaks directly to our core claim, we'd beg the court's tolerance in this matter. Overruled, but this makes me uncomfortable, counsel. Let's not count on another bite at the apple. Okay? Doctor, if you would please continue. The compounds on the diagram are chemically identical to PGM-030. And how would you explain that inconvenient coincidence, Doctor? Furious, she tries to push back. Something is not right here. I worked night and day on this with Dr. Sarah Campbell. And who would you say contributed the most to your miraculous discovery? Sullenly, Sophie glares at the attorney who is practically salivating at the verge of scoring a win. to Campbell. No more questions, Your Honor. A sinking feeling in your guts is only amplified by the surprising murmuring from the jury rows. After lunch recess, you catch George at the entrance to the courtroom after trying unsuccessfully to eat some lunch. George, what the fuck just happened in there? An ambush, obviously, and a well-planned one. Sophie's besides herself. You know there's no way Mom would ever... Of course I know, Sean. But we want to win on emotional appeal. We need to counter with evidence. Dr. Allard checked Pricer's patent over lunch and everything does seem to be in order. Occam's razor. Eliminate the impossible and the truth hides among what remains. Yeah, you're not that smart now, are you? The second half of the day begins with Lisa giving testimony. She doesn't seem fazed at all about Sophie's ambush earlier. Miss Hendricks, will you please state your position with Polygene Biotech during your tenure? I was hired as honest and junior accountant and worked my way up to Chief Executive Officer. As the ranking executive at Polygene, you must have been in the know about, well, everything. Is that a question or a statement? Counsel? Were you kept informed on the progress of Ovuline's research as a rule? I was. You glanced at George, who has seemed serene since the case began. This really doesn't feel like it's going our way so far. How can it be so calm? By comparison, Jay's stress is evident as she hangs on every word. Were you aware at any point that the Ovuline product was chemically identical to Pregnia? I was present the night of the breakthrough. You can't fake that kind of excitement. Just yes or no will do, Miss Hendricks. No, it never even entered my mind that there was any chemical similarity. You rack your brain trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Yeah, I haven't figured it out either. Mom doesn't believe Pregnia worked. She devoted years learning the truth. We know Ovuline works, and if it's just a copy of Pregnia, it must work too. Noticing you deep in thought, Jay looks at you curiously. Therefore, one of these two things must be true. Either Pregnia always worked, and Mom stole the formula, or a thought hits you like a thunderbolt. Or Price copied Ovuline and knows that destroying us will hide a metaphorical body. But they just said that Dr. Allard checked the patent. Why wouldn't Polygene fix the patent as soon as they figured it out? Happy at the intuitive leap, you may meet Jay's eyes and smile back. I'll talk to Jay and George after we adjourn and see what they think. Yeah, so all you think is that they lie and stole it, and they stole it, not your mom stole it. It's not a big discovery. After court adjourns. After the proceedings, you find Jay and George whispering outside the courtroom. I feel like we got sucker punched back there, George. Sophie got blindsided and now we're just supposed to stew on it while on recess for a week. This morning was understandably frustrating, son. Aren't you supposed to be, I don't know, cross-examining the witnesses? Of course, when I have questions with answers that I think will help our case. Right now it just feels like they're tearing us apart in there. Well, if nothing else, the recess will let me attend orientation at Johns Hopkins. So I was thinking, if Pregnia and Ovuline both work, could this all be one big bait and switch? I don't follow. I mean, could they have copied us first and now they're trying to take us down to hide the crime? You expect George to start poking holes in your hypothesis, but instead he smiles slyly. Say, you're onto something. What should we do next? Well, we just explained that Kurt. You've articulated a plausible motive. Now what do we need? Now what do we need to prevail in court? Evidence. Precisely. And where do you think we might find that? I guess we'd start at the patent's office, see if anything has been tampered with. Excellent. And we know at least one interested party might have it. And we know at least one interested party might have that kind of pull at a federal office. Son of a bitch face! I'd better contact the patent office. Why didn't they think of this before? Isn't bait and switch the most obvious way to do this? I've already seen to it. Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you. And the formula is different, right? Nope, it's identical. Fuck. Don't panic. We got a crack team in digging and a week to turn something up. What difference will it make if the patent's office record had been tampered with? Aren't you listening to me, Kurt? I said it's a crack team. Meanwhile, at Crack Team HQ, with Peanut and Artemis. Kurt and Jay's new home. 5 days later. Wow, you're home early. How did everything go with orientation? The campus is amazing, but I was feeling really motivated to get back home. Not gonna lie, now that we're sharing a bed, I hate every night you aren't in it. Oh, and I may have picked up a little something to celebrate your return. Jay's eyes well up, and she approaches the bouquet almost reverently. Who are you and what have you done with my cave brother? That is so sweet. Wanna know why I was in such a hurry to get home? What overriding need I so recklessly placed ahead of my education and career? Tell me. God damn it, George, sometimes your timing feels borderline malicious. Yeah, she's not wearing anything under that. That's the way it always goes. Hey, George, gotta make this quick. Has your crack team turned anything up? Behind you, Jay smirks as she begins unveiling the gift she bought you to celebrate her return. I don't follow. Does that mean we're better off than before or not? As you talk, Jay's trademark scent intensifies, and you find yourself struggling to concentrate. Really? It intensifies because she removed an open coat? I don't know. Well, are you gonna get over it? Are you gonna put the phone down or not, boy? Good. Look, George, I gotta bounce. I have a bit of a demanding situation here. Wise ass. So what if it has red hair? Is this George digging at the patent office is not even on the agenda tonight. I need to see that hungry look tonight. All of the flights were full, so I've rented a car. That voice was really weird. You stare numbly at the body you spent so many nights dreaming of is presented to you. So, are you just going to stand there while I burn up, or are you gonna help put this fire out? Maybe that fire is exactly why I'm so into you. I spent the last 4 days fantasizing in vivid detail about everything we're gonna do tonight. Woo! And now I'm tingling all over, because I know my imagination still fell short. You know us, anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Jay's coat falls to the floor, and she closes the space between you with feline grace. Then overdo me. Well, damn. I would guess we can call that a booty hole. Her hips sway hypnotically, effortlessly elevating simple enticement to outright compulsion. It's really not fair how amazing my life is. Jay leads you to the bedroom, leaving the scent of cinnamon cherry blossoms in her wake. Not the only one who has these thoughts when we're apart, Jay. Yeah? And how long have you been having these unwholesome thoughts about me, Kurt? Yeah, I can't show this because YouTube doesn't like that sort of content, but I will see you guys real soon. And we're back! Well, everything is explored now. 100% success rate, I guess. No, let's continue. 911, I'd like to report the murder of my last V-card. You're right about one thing. Imagination never lives up to the real thing with us. So, I did good. If I kept up on my journals, I wouldn't even have the words to describe what it's like with you. Flawless victory. And how is everything, back there? Let's just say we're right about something too. I'm definitely not going to be able to walk when we're done. Buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm good for another 4 or 5 rounds. Really? Let's see if I have to cover your eyes. Oh, hell yeah. No, we're not. Trial day 3. You arrive a little late and find George and the prize attorney in a heated discussion at the bench. What a mess. Price was set to rest this morning and George wants to call a witness who's not on the witness list. Huh? And the judge lost his patience and called him up. They've been talking for about 10 minutes. Cool. Maybe we'll get another day off while they are cut off as the 2 attorneys abruptly return to the seats and the judge clears his throat. In light of yesterday's evidentiary oversight, I'm inclined to allow your witness, Mr. Worthwent. I'd admonish counsel to understand, however, my patience for good cause exceptions has limits. Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to call Christian Mendes as my first witness. Well, that's good because I did a quick playthrough in order to remember everything that has happened in this, and so I tried a few different lines, and I did not know until just a few weeks ago that Mr. Hatchet could die, I did not know that. I was so confused, like, what the hell? You gape in shock as a familiar figure saunters into the courtroom. Does that mean that we could have lost everything when he dies? Do let me know. What the fuck? After being sworn in, Christian makes a point of making eye contact with his 2 former colleagues. Would you please state your name for the record and outline your employment history? Christian Mendes, until recently a paralegal with Mendes, Turner and Hooch. A law firm representing the plaintiff until quite recently. Have you held any other jobs over the past 5 years? Yes, I was a mailroom supervisor for Apology in Biotech. Oh, did he steal stuff then? That would make sense. When you were with your former firm, did your responsibilities include preparation for this case? Yes. And did your duties in Apology in mailroom overlap with your duties pertaining to this case? Yes, I was instructed by my superiors at the firm to pursue the position to help build our case. What were you asked to do, specifically? Keep an ear to the ground, obtain, and if possible, copy proprietary research documentation. As a paralegal, you understand the conflict of interest represented by your employment at Apology. Objection, leading the witness, Your Honor. Sustained. During your employment at Apology, did you steal any research data pertinent to this case? No, I did not. Okay, I did not do that. You hear an audible sigh of relief from one of the prisoner attorneys, while George looks confused. Did you provide your firm or the plaintiff any proprietary information at all? Yes, but it was given to me rather than stolen, by Dr. Sarah Campbell herself. Why do you believe she would have done such a thing? After some time, my conscience led me to come clean with Dr. Campbell. So you shared with her what your purpose at Polygene was? I did. And what was her reaction when you shared this information with her? She offered me medical advice based on her observation of visible symptoms. That seems counterintuitive. She was a remarkable person. Even in that moment, she was more worried about me. It sounds like you came to respect her. For the first time, Christian appears rattled and almost haunted. She was an assignment. Did she terminate you? It's more accurate to say we mutually agreed to end the charade. And that was the end of it. No, she provided me a flash drive, so I did not return to the firm empty-handed. Did you ever view the contents of the flash drive personally? Yes. What was on it? The chemical formula for Ovuline. She hoped it would convince Pricer that there was no IP theft. In that moment, your fascination turns into complete shock. I did not have Christian Mendes nuking these bastards from orbit on my bingo card. A glance over at Jay reveals her own disbelief, and you only dimly register excited chatter around you. No further questions, Your Honor. Your witness. You and Jay excitedly catch up with George outside the courtroom. I thought we were cooked. I'm no lawyer, but I'd say you just blew the wheels off their case. We still have the patent issue. A lot can still happen, so don't get too cocky. So, what now? We wait to find out what happened with Pricer's patent filing. Where do you even begin with that? Why not start with a dirty, yodel-loving senator with a documented interest in Pricer's stock? Unless somebody flips on her, we're just speculating. Are we back to finger-pointing? As if on cue, George's phone buzzes and he glances at his screen curiously. Oh. Not so much. A moment of your time worth went? The three of you glance back at the arrival of the decidedly downcast Pricer lawyer. Let me twist the knife a little, kids. I'll call you two after I hear him out. Jay impulsively kisses George on the cheek to his pleasant surprise. Yes, you know, we never doubted you. I know why you like this girl, boy. Yeah. What she said. Trial, day 4. You arrive at the courthouse late again, and are surprised to find George waiting for you. Why are you late though? Why aren't you there with Jay? You're living in the same house. Sorry I'm late, George. Didn't sleep well. You haven't missed anything yet. Your judge called a recess until Monday. What? Why? What's going on? We have a surprise meeting with a U.S. Deputy AG in 10 minutes. Let's find out together, shall we? What would he have to do with us? Isn't this a civil case? You know as much as I do. Nobody's talking. Where's Jay? I sent to collect Amanda. Amanda? What does she have to do with this? George looks at you flatly and you sigh. I know as much as you do. Precisely. You arrive at the conference room currently occupied by Lisa and two men in suits. The older of the two, and the one clearly in shorts, stands and offers his hands to George. Ah, George Worthwent, Deputy AG Tom Reynolds. I've heard good things. A pleasure to meet you, Tom. To say you have our attention would be an understatement. And who is this? The younger man to the AG's right stirs as if to speak, but gets cut off. We'll get to that. And you must be Kurt Campbell. Yeah, nice to meet you, Mr. Reynolds. Likewise, we're just waiting on one more, and then we can get started. George interrupts your immediate question with a cautionary glance. I guess we'll just have to have a seat until then. This does give us a moment to speak off the record. We're all ears. You're probably wondering why I'm here with so much else going on at DC at the moment. Truth be told, much of it is connected to folks sitting in this very room. I don't know what you're implying. Yes, you do, George. Let's cut through the bullshit. My time is precious. By all means, cut away. Listen today. If this market scandal grows worse, it will plunge our economy off a cliff. Nobody in this room has any interest in seeing that happen, Mr. Reynolds. Maybe not intentionally, but your FOIA requests with the patent office have left us in a pickle. You understand that those records could have only been altered with help from the inside. And now you see the pickle. So, you're asking us to drop the matter. Good morning, gentlemen. What's this all about? U.S. Deputy AG Tom Reynolds. Jamie Cox, I presume. The lawyer seems to be trying to find his footing, but you can see he's uneasy at this turn of events. You're well informed, sir. With due respect, why am I here? Or you, for that matter. I'm here to tell you that you're settling your case against Polygene. Oh, wow. It's one thing to ask us to cut shit down, but it's a whole different matter when they are telling the bad guys to cut your shit out. You know, that's a whole different matter of things. And why would I do that? Look, my partner should be here shortly. Because if you don't, your client connection to a disgraced senator will become central to your case. I don't know what you're implying. That was a stick. Want to hear the carrot? The lawyer sits down heavily and looks skeptically at the politician. Why not? Price drops the lawsuit and recalls Pregna, citing diminished questionable efficacy in broader testing. That isn't sounding like much of a carrot. Polygene will abandon fertility treatments as part of the settlement to focus on other endeavors. And why would my client agree to that? Ovuline drives Polygene's profitability. We'll get to that. Look, Tom, there's no way I can take this back to the board of directors packaged as a whim. Tomorrow my office will announce Roger Crenshaw has been extradited to the UK on murder charges. Ooh. Roger Crenshaw, is that the guy we knocked out? Killed? I don't remember. On the boat. Yes! I see. A smart line would make him the face of Pregna's failure and showcase new leadership. What assurances do we have that the federal investigation won't shutter the company down the road? Do you think I lay awake at night picking winners and losers in corporate reindeer games? I'm here because the president wants this to go away today, not a year down the road. I'll make some calls. Whatever it takes, but this offer expires at noon. Well, why are you still here? Those calls aren't going to make themselves. The attorney all about leaps out of the chair and excuses himself awkwardly. Now, for your carrots. I'd bet me a much juicier fucking carrot vegetable than what you fed to that midwit. The man sitting next to the deputy AG isn't entirely successful, suppressing a chuckle. You already know what's behind door number 1. Crenshaw is going down for murder. And as an added bonus, Vince Russo will live out the rest of his days in a Romanian CIA black site. Yes, that's him. That's the guy, Vince. I do remember that name. But who is Crenshaw? I don't remember Crenshaw. I remember the name, but not the person. That's justice, but it doesn't pay the bills. What's behind door number 2? A staggering number of federal systems have been penetrated by your associate Amanda Cohen. And there's the matter of DHS vehicle rendered to sticky by an IED. It had to be sold at auction. Yes. Casually classifying a bottle of soda as some sort of WMD explains so much about your foreign policy. Weaponized... I don't know. Did it say though? No, it does not. Cute. All told, Miss Cohen will set the prosecution on 23 felony counts. Now, while Miss Cohen connected connection to Polygen is a matter of debate, that seems generous. It's really what's behind door number 3 that will clarify Polygen's incentive to re-specialize. Oh, this should be good. DARPA wishes to offer Polygen a contract. Huh? DARPA? To do what specifically? The answers to that will be provided by my silent partner here. Let's call him William. As a technology lead for the agency, he's far better equipped to explain the challenge ahead. Good morning, folks. Gotta say, I'm loving the vibe already. His voice seems friendly and relaxed after the easy authority of the AG. My team has been working on a national security effort and lack certain expertise in-house. DARPA is looking to bring in fresh eyes and enthusiasm. The right fresh eyes. Stop the sales pitch, just get to the meat and potatoes. Polygen's values are laser focused on improving and saving lives, not finding new ways to kill people. Oh, this isn't a weapons program. God no, this is the furthest thing from. And what area of research could Polygen possibly contribute to DARPA on? The man paused for a moment before lowering his voice. We are sending a mission to 16 Psyche, and your bioscience is critical path tech to get us there. Whoa, that's gotta be like a moon or something. 16 Psyche. It's a metallic core of a failed planet, and by far the most valuable accessible object known to man. God damn, okay, I see. While the world jockeys to plant their flag on Mars, we're gonna flip the whole economic chessboard. What? 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 And Lisa said what? W-A-T. Okay, so we're gonna become space explorers. God damn. Is that what the next game is going to be about? That would be kinda cool, honestly. Alpine intermission. Aspen, CEO. 4 months after the trial. With the company drama finally in the rear view, it was time to make some life choices. Okay, so we just settled everything. I mean, when you have the government breathing down your neck, I guess you don't have much choice. Polygen's using new DARPA contract ensured going public with Polygen would wait. Amanda's plan to safeguard our most dangerous tech was unorthodox, but I had no better ideas. She uploaded it to a truly self-aware AI she believed could objectively judge when humanity was ready. Hell yeah, Artemis! There was nothing left to stop Jay and I from handing off day-to-day operations to Lisa. You exhaled contently, watching your breath billow in the thin mountain air. Today marks a line in the snow between my old life and my new one. And what better way to celebrate new beginnings than with family and fresh powder? Fresh powder? Okay. Hey, I saw this same movie last winter. Yeah, right. Wanna bet the sequel turns out better than the original? What's a memory that can't be improved upon? Giggling, both girls push off the tandem and hurtle down the slope like lunatics. And I'm also guessing that because the adult scene was just with Jay, we didn't actually end up in a poly relationship with Mallory as well. That's my guess. Giggling, both girls push off in tandem and hurtle down the slope like lunatics. Last down is cooking breakfast. Hell yeah! Jokes on you. My camp cooking in Aspen's second leading cause of explosive diarrhea. Is Aspen's... That was kind of hard to read, honestly. With a predatory grin, you'll launch yourself forward powerfully into the beckoning powder. Okay, powder's now. Okay, I see. Hey, that's cool. Phew! Bye, bitches! It's official. I need to live in a mountain state. As fun as this is, I need my beaches. Why not both? But California? Let's be real. Jay is gonna be a surgeon and Mel's a celebrity. That narrows things down quite a bit, if you want to be where the action is. Jay takes a deep breath of the crisp mountain air. Alright. He checks out a lot of boxes, I guess, but California? But California? Well, it's going to start getting dark soon. What's our play? On one hand, hot cocoa, a fireplace, and a soft bed sound amazing. You son of a bitch. I mean, someone's been watching Rick and Morty. Yeah, that's right. They were watching it when they were kids. They did have a Rick and Morty poster. I remember that. On the other, Kurt did like the camping gear. And could zip all of our sleeping bags together. I was going to say rough it, but that works too. Have you considered the health risk of letting Jay cook breakfast? You followed my skis, fucktard. I honestly didn't. I was going hard, but I'd never stuff your on purpose like that. I know. I don't even know why I said that. I just start setting up camp. Poor Kurt has no idea what he just agreed to. Oh, did we end up in a poly relationship after all? I don't know and I don't remember. Nope. Ah shit, what nefarious trap did I just walk blindly into? Being on the business end of our freezing feet. Oh, of 4 freezing feet. Yeah, that's awful, that's painful, that's awful. Objectively, the coldest objects known to man. That night. Jesus Christ, why aren't your feet used in superconductor research? That can't be normal. I know, right? Ah! Touch me with them again, I'm gonna start throwing elbows. He's full of it. Being ganged up on still means he's center of attention. Wet Willie! Ah! No, you didn't! That's disgusting! Boop. That's fucked up. Now I had to sneeze. Shh, did you hear something? I think so. All I can hear is Jay trying to sneak her frozen ass feet onto my side of the sleeping bag. Shh! As the tent goes silent, it soon becomes clear you're not alone. I'm so freaked out right now. Sounds like a wild animal. If it's a fucking bear, I'm cutting both of you out of my life and starting fresh. I'm going to take a peek. Oh right, I saw this one. That's also adorable. Is that it's either the wolf that we helped in the beginning of the game, because I heard something about him making a return, or it's white, it's big. Is it from Artemis, that robot doggo? As her eyes adjust, a recognizable shape emerges from the shadows at the edge of the fire's light. Is that a wolf? That's not just a wolf, Kurt. That's Hank. Yeah, that's our one. Return to Aspen and reunite with a fur friend. There's no way, Mal. I'll never forget that fur pattern. He might be all grown up now, but that's him. The wolf sniffs the air and takes a step forward uncertainly. Suddenly, the wolf looks away and emits a high-pitched whine. That's odd. What's he doing? Wolves see direct eye contact as a challenge. I don't think he's aggressive. See, I told you, that's Hank! Fucking derp face. As Mallory chirps excitedly, the wolf's tongue flops out almost comically. Hank, you're such a clown. After a final playful pant, the surreal encounter ends as the wolf lopes off into the forest. Bye-bye. Whoa! There we go. Moments later, his pack melts back into the shadows silently after him. That was so cool. And I just peed a little. The next morning. Yeah, so something would have happened there if we were in a poly relationship, I assume. Well, it's a poly, not a throuple, so maybe not. After warming up from your night in the tent, you wandered at large feeling nostalgic. You feel a moment of gratitude that Linda and Ray were able to save their marriage. I wonder who they hired to replace Ricky. After drinking your fill of memories, you began to head back to the room. That should be... that's not a Kurt's thing. Hi Kurt, I saw a name in the guest book. Oh, hey Linda. Everything seems to have weathered in the winter well enough. Yeah, well, some things took more of a beating than others. Listen, I found you to say that I know I fucked up. Not just with Ray, but with you. I'm so sorry for that. I wanted you to know I'm seeing a therapist now, and I'm trying to change. I know it's late in the day, but thank you for setting me straight. I appreciate that. If this change of heart leads to you and Ray making a go for it, we're square. That's the plan, or to die trying. What's next for you? You smile a little nervously at her for the first time since she spoke. Oh, you know me, when the road calls, I answer. Road of remembrance, a journey of reflection. So is this like the end credits? Oh, we went to China. In the weeks that followed, I embarked on a pilgrimage of sorts, retracing my travels with David. He's just standing there. Each stop along the way stirred memories, but at last sorrow began to yield to acceptance. This trip is a partition between a life I've lived for myself and a future I will live for others. The travels ahead will be on the road I share with my wife. Ah, we're married already. In 4 months? Okay, damn. Jay and I will walk this path with our own children someday, teaching them as David taught me. I promised I wouldn't be gone for more than a few weeks. I'll make the most of them. I also promised no unnecessary risk, so I won't be doing any mountain climbing this time. Okay, so we're going back, retracing everything we did with David, huh? Back to Egypt. Is the war settled now? These stone monuments have outlived the creator's 70-fold. When they were built, the average lifespan in the Old Kingdom was the same age as I am now. He's still just standing there. They didn't drop their tools and turn their backs on greatness because they feared short lives. No, they were used as slaves. That's a completely different story. Instead, they embraced the idea that we'll live as long as the last person who remembers us. Not quite. They believed that they could be returned to life without a brain, that is, but still. Our ancestors understood that our tomorrows are more important than our yesterdays. A perspective many of us in the modern world could learn something from. David always said that clinging to the past leaves a man with one less hand to grasp his future. Or to beat it to the death if he tries alluring him back to bumfuck Oklahoma. Oh fuck no, hard pass. I guess this means I've done everything I set out to do. So now it's time to go home and marry my girl. Okay, so now she's not your wife yet. Foxborough Lutheran Church, Boston, MA, 1 year later. In a failing attempt to keep chaotic emotions in check, you stare into the mirror critically. God, I hate dressing up. I look like a fucking shud. Oh, that was a good knock. I actually thought it was on my door. Carl, I'll be out in a minute. It's coming. Your annoyance turns to shock as a familiar face greets you. Is it one of David's friends, perhaps? Marsh, what are you doing here? You know how it is. I was carrying a lobster roll, saw a crowd, figured I'd see what's up. No idea who you are, sorry. You're in a tux, Marsh. Marsh? Marshy? Marsha? Fine, fine. Kyle and I might have mutually agreed on swapping out as your best man. Dick move. Wait, he pawned the job off onto you? On the contrary, if I didn't do this on David's behalf, he would smite me from the afterlife. The last time you'd seen Marsha was upon taking ownership of his villa in Sicily. You barely choke back a flood of emotions as the memory of your shared grief rushes back. Wow, Marsh, it means everything for you to be here today. On David's behalf. You wouldn't have had it any other way, and neither would I. And that's like her card at least give you the ring. Marsha pats his pocket in panic. Shit, I don't remember him handing it to me. Ma. Smirking devilishly, he holds up the jeweler box he'd been palming since you opened the door. Oh, now you got jokes. Please, you'll probably end up growing up before I do, kid. Any more surprises I need to be aware of? Any more surprises I need to be aware of before I head out there? I've heard the bride looks incredibly beautiful. A real Rose of Sharon. That's every day, though. I believe it. Oh, and it's probably nothing, but we may have a wedding crasher. Oh no, who's it gonna be? Either Hatchet? Hatchet's most likely the one. Oh, unless it's Fiona. That would be awful. There's another boy, another redhead out there who claims to have RSVP'd, but we can't find her on the list. Did she give a name? Frankie? I don't know any redheads by that name. Faye? No. Francesca, maybe? No, I got nothing. Never mind. Let's just get out of there and do this. Right behind you, Kurt. And Marsha? Thanks. This really means the world to me. Enough. Enough thanks. It's an honor to stand on the side of David's best friend on the biggest of big days. Fiona! Wait, what? 10 minutes later. Get Fiona out of here. We do not need... Oh no, we didn't... Oh no. Right, that's in the path I never did. I did not send her dick pics in this one, but when you do, she gets rich by making Clona Willis of it. 10 minutes later. You wait at the dais, and every bit as nervously as every other groom in the history of history. Well, Mom and Dad, today is the day you saw ahead of us long before either of us did. The crowd doesn't quite manage to stay silent as the music ending heralds the arrival of the bride. This is surreal. On one hand, I never thought this could be possible. Your breath catches as Jay steps into the view on George's arm. But on the other, I don't know how this could have ended any other way. Smiling radiantly and resplendent in her dress, Jay has never looked more beautiful. You feel your mouth go dry as they approach the gazebo. Jay's face is a study in a barely contained excitement as her eyes seek out yours. At last, she stands before you, radiant as an angel, as the light perfume dances in the air. Today, we are gathered to celebrate Kurt and Jay in a covenant of love. While aware of the ceremony, it feels distant as a bubble of intimacy envelops you and your bride. The verdant green of her eyes, bright with joy, reminds you of the very first meeting as children. Kurt, will you have Jay to be your wife, to live together in this covenant of love? Will you love her, honor her, and keep her in sickness and in health for as long as you both shall live? I will. Jay's eyes glow as you slide the ring your father gave you onto her slender finger. The priest's voice drones on into obscurity once again until Jay's voice rings clear. I will. Even immersed in raucous applause, the only thing you hear as you kiss Jay is your own heartbeat. At the reception. Knowing well your limitations on the dance floor, Jay's music choice for the first dance was merciful. So, now it's official. You're living to believe you're a much worse dancer than this. I may have heard this song before. Fine, keep your secrets. Ah, here's Peanut as well. And Dr. Allard, I guess. So, here we are. I always felt like tonight would happen at some level. Always, huh? Well, doubt crept in occasionally. We both just had to get out of our own way. Should I recognize this song? We have heard this before, he said. I don't know. I'm surprised there wasn't more drama over our family ties. God damn it, freaking mosquitoes everywhere. Yeah, it's almost 11 PM here. Most of the people here probably saw what was going on before we did. We don't share blood. Is that Fiona? She looks awful. Jay's eyes quickly find Mallory deep in conversation with a woman she doesn't recognize. As if sensing Jay's eyes on her, Mallory glances up from her animated conversation. Smirking wickedly, Mallory points at you and then glances back at Jay expectantly. What the hell, Mal? She wastes no time telegraphing her opinion on what you should be doing besides dancing. Damn! She's subtle line, but she's right. Who's Mal even talking to, I wonder? Another ginger that isn't Sophie? Oh, Marsha mentioned we might have a wedding crasher. Seriously? Fiona. Jay's face betrays complete confusion for a moment until the light suddenly switches on. Wait, the Fiona from the journal? I swear to God, I don't know any other Fionas. God damn it! If you want, I can ask her to leave. Nah, we'll just roll with it. Really? Just like that? Don't judge me, but just knowing she's here gave me the weirdest sploosh. Sure. And on that slippery note, wanna bounce? Because I sure do. And yes, I do mean that in an absolute naughtiest of all possible contexts. And absolutely stunning as you are in that dress, I really can't wait to see it on the floor. Keep talking like that, and it might end up on this floor. Find us an opening. What do I have to work with here? Bianca's watching us like she's making a home movie in her head. And George looks like he's about to propose a toast. Fuck me, cockblocked at my own wedding. Your horny bride anxiously and very moistly awaits the detail of your devious plan. Modern problems require modern solutions. Bring in Peanut and make the sprinklers go off. Before we make Jay go off. Get off. Whatever. So, what do you need me to do? When George raises his toast, discreetly get some champagne, kill the lights and pull the fire alarm. What? Goodness gracious me, you and I are going to spend our lives together in so much trouble. Take me away. Yeah. Okay, now make quick like a bunny. Kurt, I'm literally in heels and the Stay Puft wedding dress. That's so fucking hot. I'll never be able to watch a fireman's carry without soaking my panties again. Oh, right. Wait, fireman's watch. That's over the shoulders. Nose from the road. Yeah, and I struggle with the demands of her course load, but we make the most of the time we have. This tour with Doctor Without Borders gives us plenty of opportunities to travel together. Damn! Just today, Jay heard about a village in Zambia that has no water due to the nearby strip mining. Needless to say, she already booked travel and set up a meeting with the mine operators. And this does not seem like a great time to show her around the villa in Palermo. For science. North Atlantic Ocean. We cross it to get to... where do we get to? Zambia! Outskirts of Kaleshi. Republic of Zambia. 6 months after the wedding. Damn. It's been a year and a half since the trials. You gaze intently through binoculars, grateful that the savannah's sun is barely above the horizon. I'm guessing the water returned in the middle of the night. I hope so. I'd hate to have bought an emerald mine for nothing. What?! You just went and bought an emerald mine. God, well, I guess we do have the money now. Well, there's always, emeralds. Jay glances away from the vista in front of her to shoot you a playful look. Wanna tell me again why green is your favorite color? You know where that conversation takes us. You got your fill this morning. Babe, you know how I love to snack through the day. God damn, that's sexy. Movement out of the corner of your eye draws you back to your binoculars. Oh yeah, they know something's up. In the distance, you hear surprising and joyful shouting. These are the moments that make it all worth it. Yeah, sometimes having fuck you money is alright. No, you idiot, I mean walking away from the day-to-day with Polygene and following our hearts. The distant shouting intensifies as villagers realize water has returned to their well. Well, we'll have to keep an eye on this. Make sure contaminants from the mine don't seep in. I think we can leave that to the government now that we've helped solve their blood emerald problem. You stand and stretch and Jay joins you. Ready to head back to Sicily? You promised to show me that bar you met Fiona in. Are we gonna reenact what happened back then? How about one more night under the stars? The two of you make your way to the flatbed of your safari truck. It's just something timeless about a man and his truck. A man, huh? My man. You heft Jay up onto the flatbed and ease you up between her spread knees. Hi. So, are we heading back, or do you have one more night in you? Jay pats her belly with a smirk. Get it out of your system now, because in a few months I'm going to need soft bedding at all times. But at all times, Kurt. You silence her with a passionate kiss, which she returns eagerly. Love you, sheet of breath. I've always loved you. Wildy beast pits? Okay, sure. Jay's eyes suddenly narrow suspiciously. Okay. Oh, he just disappeared, okay. You're not going to distract me with sweet nothings. These pants aren't gonna rip themselves off. Polygene headquarters, Boston, MA. 4 months later, now it's 2 years. 1 year, 10 months. As Jay's due dates approaches, you find yourself enjoying the peace of a board meeting for once. Looks like Princess Fruit Punch has awakened. So, thanks for covering the board meeting today. You're the bestest husband ever. How about brother? And you had to go and make it all weird. Hey, it's what I do. I do have a few girlfriends who are obsessed with how we got together. Sometimes they ask me really personal questions about what's it like. Intriguing. Is Terra one of them? Subject change stat. So, you busy? Or at least I don't buy. B? I still don't know. They're fine. Guess Bianca's terrorizing an intern who looks 16. Boris at lunch. I think I got a mosquito up my nose. I'm also waiting for the day to wrap up so I can get back home to you. Ah, well, tell them to hurry up. I have an emergency. Your last emergency was when a bee got into the house, Jay. Hey, bees are scary! And this time it's an actual emergency. Okay, I'll bite. What's wrong? Promise you'll still love me? I'll promise I'll try. Please! This is a big one, Kurt. Huge! Jay? You know how I moisturize all the skin every day, right? Yep. I pressed enter. Babe, lunch is almost over. Just spill it. Fine, I got a stretch mark. Well, yeah. You do know you're pregnant, right, Jay? Relax, it's human. You could get 1,000 stretch marks and I'd still be the most beautiful woman I know. Really? That's fucking... Dude, I'm a fat guy. I have bigger stretch marks than that. Wait, where even is that one? See you soon, sexy. Jay? Where was that stretch mark? I legit don't know if I should go home and comfort her or just pretend I never even saw that. Am I stupid? I didn't recognize that body part. After the board meeting. It was just a big flesh wall. After the board meeting. You stop at Giga Mall to get some groceries and all of the lotions for your bride. All the lotions. The struggle is real. Okay, let's do this again. Can we? Do I recognize this? It looks like it's thin. It ends here, it ends up here, it's a leg. Kurt, do you really mean what you said earlier? About... You know what about? Why do I feel I'm in for a shitty evening if I get the answer wrong? Almafau, laughing my fucking ass off. It's funny cause it's true. Yes, I meant it when I said you're still the most beautiful woman I know. Oh my god, you're just so perfect. But you have to be, because I wouldn't let anyone who wasn't turn me into this fat freak, monster, something. Ham-beast McBoob sweats. Yeah. Those are words, I guess. Don't move. Help is on the way. What do you mean? I'm at the shopping center right now. I figured maybe some gelato would brighten your day. Oh! Sheet mode activated. Get home now. I need you inside me. Yeah, we're not getting close up on that. Yeah. On my way. Though not gonna lie, sometimes I worry our extra spicy version of hot yoga's gonna accidentally give your kids a black eye. Oh. Yeah. Pregnant sex is totally safe. They won't even know it's happening. Oh, is that what she said? Oh, hot yoga. For some reason I thought they were talking about yoga pants. It was too tight. It was so sexy and tight. It's late. I've been up for more than 13 hours already. Wait, they? They? Oh. God damn it, Jay! Twins, huh? Jesus Christ, guess I'm grabbing a bottle of scotch too. I'm about one more bus away from throwing this fucking thing in the nearest trash can. Ooh, Amanda. Good day, Kurt. Hi, Amanda. You're uncharacteristically tense today. Terse. Today. I don't even know that word. Is something wrong? Yeah, how has she learned to navigate how she is now after 2 years? No, it's just... I'm in a hurry. Never mind. This might just end up being the last stressful text I get today. In that case, I will save the black mold discussion for tomorrow. What? Question. Do you remember that one time I learned how to write master level code for smartphones? I remember you buying an ebook on the subject last night. Last night? Goddamn, she's smart. Then yes, you remember. I feel like this conversation already has a 0% chance of a good outcome. Just hit me with it. What have you done? Funny that you should ask. I tested this new handheld device hacking skills on your potato phone first. What do you mean? Let me just say, your gallery is truly inspiring repository of masturbation fuel. She has not learned how to navigate her surroundings in the past 2 years. Oh, you were just digging through my spank bank. To be honest, I expected much worse than a simple invasion of my personal space and privacy. That is scheduled for next week. But as my guinea pig, you are entitled to a share of the spoils. Including most recent candid images of anyone on your contact list. Including the most recent candid images of anyone on your contact list. Exactly how candid are these pictures? Okay, that feels shady as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I really don't want to see Marsha, Walter and George's junk. Indeed, George's penis, or El Jorge, as he calls it, El Jorge, is a bell curve outlier, rendering him entirely too large for condom use. Yeah. I will apply a filter, of course, respecting your bias towards boobs and vagine. Bobs and vagine. Saying shit like that is why nobody takes your war on contraction seriously. He said nonchalantly to the savant with more deferred felony indictments than birthdays. Damn. So what will it be? Do you want my stash or not? Carrier override 5G APN updated radio firmware update complete. Wait, can I click this? No. Quantum connection. Quantum? Damn. Welcome to PNet instead of Peanut. Secure socket request. Confirm. Cuff to P file transfer. 8.6 gigabytes. Huh. Might have to upgrade my phone soon, Amanda. Download. There's no Amanda. Only Soul. Enjoy, Kurt. I even include a few images of myself for which you have an endless license to abuse in the pursuit of self-gratification. God damn. As I plan to do with yours. Noted. Shit, I hope she didn't offer my spank bank to her to her contact list. Peanut Gallery unlocked. New Campbell residence, Bellevue, Washington. Years later. Now we have kids. They have grown, not grown up, but they are grown. Arriving home after a rare day at the office, you're happy to find your favorite ladies chatting over wine. Favorite ladies? Yeah, that does mean a relationship. That does entail a relationship of sorts. They are not saying anything right out and it's confusing me. I'm one of those guys. Hey sweetie, I'm home. What's up, Mal? Just dropped in to see my godchildren, or my biological children and grandchildren. You pick. And I feel like I'm having phantom mosquitoes all over my body. Ugh, how many times are you going to remind us? At least one more time. Thanks for taking a bullet for me today with the board, Kurt. Finding a babysitter last minute sucks. Just give me a call next time. Aunt Mallory plans the best playdates. She wouldn't need to if you hadn't moved out. Just saying. Okay, so she has left a bit, moved out. Okay. And besides, then Jay wouldn't have an excuse to miss the boring ass board meetings. See, he really gets me. Speaking of, anything juicy you can share? Off the record, of course. Nah, just the same old. Oh Jay, the whole Firebreak thing has been handled. Firebreak, that's the name of the new game, I believe. Or something like that. I only heard about it 2 weeks ago, perhaps. For someone who really enjoyed this game, I was really late to everything surrounding Chasing Sunsets. I didn't even know there was a Discord until last week. Damn it. Jay's expression shifts subtly. I don't want to hear it's been handled. I want to hear everyone's okay. As far as we know, everyone's okay. Ooh, my spider sense knew you were sitting on a big fat story. Ooh, she's still a journalist. Go on, spill the tea. When I'm ready to spill it, I'll get the exclusive, I promise. You know better than anyone how discreet I can be with my sources. Yeah, but the truth is, this isn't even my story to tell. You understand? Mallory does her best begging face. Maybe it's the breadcrumbs so I can cook off my own investigation on the DL? Aren't you here to see your godchildren? Or grandchildren, whichever? To your surprise, Jay's misdirection lands. Where are those two little honey badgers anyway? Jay looks suddenly worried. They have been quiet. Too quiet. A quick glance out the window confirms what you saw as you were pulling into the driveway. You can relax, sweetie. They're just playing in the sandbox. In spite of your reassurance, Jay gets up and stares out the window pensively. You join her, putting your arm around her proudly. How have James and Sarah adjusted to the new school? Yeah, name them after our parents. Without looking back at her, Jay chuckles ironically. Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. After all, they definitely inherited the best and worst of both of you. What could go right? As you watch your children play in the yard, a faint uneasiness creeps in as familiar scene plays out. Yeah, so... Yeah, they both recognize it. Oh shit. Atta girl! Begin a new family exclusive with Jay. Yeah, exclusively. What I miss? Wilburton Hill Park, Bellevue, Washington, that evening. I wish you two could have been here to see me take the road less traveled. I'm sure there were easier paths, but this one is unapologetically mine. Woo! Every day is filled to the brim with all the things that mattered most to me. Maybe someday I'll write the story of how I naively ran away from home to find myself. Only to find what I was searching for exactly where I left it. Well, let's be real. Who would even want to read that shit? The ways our vision and intellect will someday shape the world left us some huge shoes to fill. Yeah, there it is. Thankfully, he left Jay and I equipped with both the tools and the resources to do so. Yeah, that's a fire stand, fire hose, whatever it was called. Oh. Oh, that was Artemis. I thought that was Jay's friend. And while I may question their methods, I can't argue with their results. You and David showed me the value of quiet strength and self-reliance. Though it was our love and wisdom that shaped the man I've become. Through the lens of parenthood, I can never see my sister and I with your eyes. Damn, it's the same dynamic, and can finally appreciate the joy we brought you, and the hell that we put you through. I am humbled by the blessings of all that you've given me, and I'll do my best to pay it forward. I don't know if you can hear me up there, but if there's a way, I'm sure Mom's found it. So, that's what I'm trying to say, is that I hope you can both rest now. I'm exactly where I belong. I'm done chasing sunsets, and that was a mosquito, I crushed it. Bring on a new sunrise. 2 roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler along I stood. Then took the other, yes, just as fair, and having perhaps a better claim, because it was grass and wanted wear, though as for that passing there, had worn them really about the same, I think, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step ahead to trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how may lead the way, I doubt if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a scythe somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that was made all the difference. I don't even know who wrote it. You have reached the Kismet ending. I don't know what Kismet means, but yeah, we reached an ending. And do I have a mosquito in my eye? The end. Complete Chasing Sunsets. Thank you for playing. Stonefox Studios hopes you'll rejoin us for our debut of our follow-up on title in 2026. Well, damn. That was it. And this has been a one hell of a ride. Stoya and Kentir. Yeah. My god. These 2 guys they just deserve all the support we've given them. This has been one hell of a journey. I did hear that some people have been very disappointed in this, and maybe that's because they let's see here. Shit, my eye. Maybe they've been playing different paths and they were not as happy with that, but also that they expected more from this. But I do like it. I do like the way this all ended up. And yeah. What else can I say? I am so transfixed on that shit. I am personally not a fan of every romance ending up with a marriage or with children, but for most of us that is what makes sense. I guess I'm the odd one out there, honestly. Yeah. I'm still happy with the results. I'm not so sure if I'm happy with we just flashing by the years. But at the same time, if I didn't have that, I would feel very bittersweet about the fact that we just got married and nothing else. So this was the best of the outcomes that I can think of. I think. Does that make sense? So yeah. Thank you guys for watching. And thank you Kentir and Stoya for bringing us several years of great entertainment. It's been a ride. It's been amazing reading this series. Story? I don't know what to call it. Okay. That will be all for me, and I will let the credits keep on rolling. But I'll see you on Monday again. Goodbye, everyone.
To stay.